All right, here is the video for lesson 11.01C, independent practice. Here we're going to talk about the distance formula between 2 points. When you come to class, I'm going to show you how this formula down here, this one right here, how this formula comes from Pythagoras. Okay, Pythagoras theorem or Pythagorean theorem. So I will explain to you how this formula that we learned before becomes this. But basically, I'm going to use this formula to find how far away are 2 points. Okay, so that's the distance between 2 points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this formula, and you're going to see I put it already in my calculator. Look. Okay, I took the formula and put it in the calculator. Now, I'm not going to put the d equal. I'm only putting the side that says square root and the rest. Okay, and basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the coordinates of the 2 points, and I'm going to subtract the x coordinates, and I'm going to subtract the y coordinates, and I'm going to put it inside the parentheses. And then I'm going to let the calculator do my computation. So let's go over there. So there are 5 problems. I'm only going to do 2 of them. So here's problem number 1. I'm going to bring out my calculator. I hope you see there's 2 points. Okay. And each point has coordinates. These numbers inside the parentheses for each point, they're called coordinates. The first number are the x coordinates. The second number are the y coordinates. So basically what this formula is saying that I'm going to subtract the x coordinates. So you can see the x up here is 9. The x down here, this point is 2. So basically that's what I'm going to put here. 9 minus 2. Okay, that's what I'm doing there. 9 minus 2. And then the second parenthesis, it says y2 minus y1. That basically saying that subtract the y coordinates. So the y coordinate of this point is 10. The y coordinate of this point is 0. So basically I'm replacing 10 minus 0. And when I do that, you can see I got my answer. And this number, this answer is how far away are these 2 points. Now here they want me to round to the nearest hundredth. So the 100th place means I need to have 2 numbers to the right of the decimal point, because to the right of the 0 I have a 6. This is going to become 12.21. And I'm going to check my answer. And you can see I got it right. Okay, that's all what you have to do, guys. So just put the formula in the calculator, subtract the x coordinates, the first number of each parenthesis that goes in the first parenthesis, subtract the y coordinates. Okay, that's what goes in the second parenthesis in the formula, and you get your answer. Okay, let me backtrack what I did here, and now let's go problem number 2. Here they didn't give me a picture of the 2 points, but it's still the same idea. Okay, so they gave me 2 points. I don't have this picture like in problem number 1, but I have the 2 points. So what I'm going to do to find how far away are these 2 points in a graph like this. Okay, basically I'm going to subtract the x coordinates. Remember that x's are the first number in each parenthesis. So here I'm going to put minus 9 because that's my first x. And I'm going to subtract 14. That's my second x. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the y's. I'm going to subtract negative 19. That's my first y. Subtract 13. That's my second y. And you can see I got the answer. Okay, and again, they want you to round to the nearest 100. So that means I need to have 2 numbers or 2 digits to the right of the decimal point. There's an 8 after the 0, so this becomes 39.41. And I'm going to check. And you can see I got it right. Okay. So all of these other problems, 3 to 5, they're all done the same way. Okay. Use the calculator. Use the distance formula. That's the distance formula. Okay, we're gonna learn in class how this formula was, how do we get this formula from Pythagoras. And once you do that, it's just replace the x's or subtract the x coordinates, subtract the y coordinates, put it in the formula, and you got the answer. Okay, I hope this helps.